AFTV, are you fixing up here, right?
Yeah, I've got here.
Yeah, you got here. I ain't got none here. I can't say nothing about here. But that was a good win, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I tell you how mad our Arsenal fans are. I was speaking to a guy before the game. I saw him at the airport. We were talking, and he says to me, "I've got to catch a 9 o'clock plane back." This guy said to me, "I'm coming in. I'm leaving at half time." When he's missed all the fun, but he's leaving at half time. He's got to catch a plane because
to go back tonight.
Yeah, because he has work the next day. The only plane he could get was 9 o'clock.
Oh wow!
And I thought that is mad. That is showing your
mad
love.
dedication to just come for 1.5.
That is showing your love and all the money he's spent there as well. But on tonight's performance, I saw the team. I was a little bit nervous seeing the team, but the players couldn't do no worse than the players they were in for, because Wales that 350 million pound player tonight. He was having the rest, was he?
Oh, Ozil, £350,000 a week.
350,000 pounds a week.
Well, you know what? I was chatting to earlier to a guy. He writes for Bild, the magazine, and he was saying that he reckons that maybe Ozil's not the most popular player. Still going on from that whole.
Here in Germany, you mean?
In Germany, right? It's still going on from that whole World Cup stuff. So he's going, maybe Arsenal looked on it and said, you know what, we'll just leave him off. But why add to the heat that we're already going to get in this game, leave Ozil out? He was sort of suggesting that he reckons that could have been the reason, which, if that is the case, I suppose you can see why they might have done that.
I can see a point, but this may sound a little bit controversial, but I think Saka deserves to start in front of him now.
Yeah.
Because Saka tonight was unbelievable. And what I like is when the player was on the caution, he ran at the player. He ran at the player, and the player couldn't dive in and make a tackle, and he did. And the ref was strong tonight because he didn't, because their fans were getting on his back, and he was strong, and he sent one. It was a second caution, so he sent the player off because Saka realised at his young age he saw that he's on a caution, so he ran past him, got taken out, and that's what I like.
And what a finish by him! I mean, the great thing about it tonight is that when you look at how many players that have come through the ranks playing there tonight, Smith Rowe, Saka. Joe Willock. Joe Willock. You got Reece Nelson there on the bench. You got Maitland-Niles in there. It's brilliant, isn't it?
But all of a sudden, Reece Nelson's on the bench, and they put Smith Rowe ahead of him. What I like is we've got the deadwood out the team. We've got the deadwood. The people who are playing in their position, Iwobi, Mkhitaryan, not so much Ozil, but those players that were playing, ahead of them, they've been bombed out the team, and this is what we were craving for as fans. Get those young players in, because these players aren't good enough. Iwobi was sold for £40 million. That must have been April Fool's Day, Christmas, birthdays. I don't know what it was. All rolled into one. Got 40 million for him, and because if he was still at the club, he'd have probably started tonight and wouldn't have seen Saka, wouldn't have seen Smith Rowe. Well, Smith Rowe didn't have his best of games, but
it's good for him coming back off that injury.
Joe Willock though. Joe Willock tonight was amazing in that centre midfield, and I think he deserves to start in front of Saka. But I have to give a big shout out to Greenwich in that first half, because it was his ball for the first goal, and he made some good tackles tonight. So
I thought he played well tonight.
I thought he played well, especially in that first half, where we was trying to keep it tight, going one. He made the tackle, and then he sprayed it out, and then crossed it in. And what I like is we kept the clean sheet, even though they had loads of shots. The keeper was very good tonight. I thought the keeper was better than I thought, and I thought Chambers should start it right back instead of Maitland-Niles. Maitland-Niles, I saw his interview on Sky Sports there. I think it was a bit naive by him by saying, because if he says things like that and then he gets dropped next game, he might not get back in the team.
Exactly.
So he should. I wouldn't say he should be grateful. I wouldn't say he should be grateful, but he should be happy because he's 19, 20 in the team, and we're 19-year-old and 20 are in the team regularly. So he should just put a shift in, do his best, and then if the manager can see you're doing your best, and he knows that's not your position, and you're not complaining, your time will come. But if you're coming out giving interviews like that, then that won't look favourable on him. And last thing I want to say is, I think we should get behind Emery as a fan base. I've heard many people say he should have gone. Look at his record. He weren't my first choice. He weren't many people's first choice. But he's got a good record for a club like this. And has to be said, for the amount we spend, we finished 4th, 5th. That is where we should have been third. Should have been first if we won all our games. If we won all our games, it should have been first. No, but the point is, we should back him. We should back him, and he's come to a German club today who are probably one of the favourites in the competition. Barring the teams that are going to drop down, he's done really well. So back the manager, please.